going on, world? What's going on, everybody? Salute to everybody in the chat. It's your boy, it's your host, Ron from the Six, man. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we got a special guest coming in, my man Zach from the I gotta ask him how to say his show, to be honest, because I want to say it's Scoots, the Scoot show, but I'll get him in here, give us the rundown. But salute to everybody in the building. Shout out to my man Just Do Boxing. You know what it is, man. Salute to Tip Bayless. Oh shoot, Tip Bayless. Big fight tomorrow for Tip Bayless on the Border Wars event. We got the ProBox event right now. You know, shout out to ProBox. We got Dominic Valle in the ring right now. Shout out to him, man. But yo, shout out to everybody in the building, man. First of all, make sure you smash that like button when you come in, like Ann Wolf, y'all.
Really fight her.
Oh, big right hand. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yeah, man. There's obviously Vergil Ortiz, Lubin tomorrow. What y'all think about that, man? I thought Lubin looked pretty good on the scales, man. I thought, you know, Vergil Ortiz he looked a little drainy, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Shout out to Manuel L in the building. What's going on, man? Yeah. Here's a few topics we'll be talking about tonight, throughout the night. Really, you just touch on a little bit of everything, you know. Border Wars is tomorrow, Border War 17 in Marietta, Georgia. You know, shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to everybody enjoying themselves. And I can't wait to watch the fights tomorrow, man. Shout out to all the fighters, man. My last live I did was for Border Wars. You know, I kind of dedicated it to that. And, you know, shout out to the guys that came out, man. You know, it was OC the Boss came out. Edwin, round one was out. Anthony Forbes and Vega joined. Anthony Hill, he was on the panel. And CYP popped up, man. CYP had to let OC know he still want that fight. So shout out to everybody, man. But we got the ProBox fight card that's going on right now. We got Dominic Valle in the ring. He's going against I think I forget his name, Ray Alvarado. Yeah, man. Let me look it up right quick. Let me put the bout sheet in front of me. But you know, ProBox, man, they just add great value, man, to the cards. They always got the best matchmaking. I like what ProBox does, man. I like what they do. Started it on YouTube. Got 12K watching on YouTube right now. They got it on other platforms like Fubu, or yeah, is it Fubu? Fubu Sports. You know, something like that. I think it's like a Tubi. So shout out to the reach. And that's what we need for boxing, for it to start to explode, man. But we really need it to get out on other platforms so that we can just watch it grow, bro. Watch it grow. But shout out to Dominic Valle. He's in the ring right now. I caught this fight late, so I'm not sure if he's winning or losing. But I know he is the house fighter. They in round number 8. So this fight about to end. This must be a stay busy fight for him. And being an 8-rounder, I feel like he's been in a few 8-rounders. He should be moving to 10. So maybe this was just a last-minute fight for Dominic Valle. You know, but it is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let me know y'all in the house, man. Shout out to my man Dame Demo in the building. What's going on, brother? Salute, Ryan. We in ATL ready for tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Border Wars should be good, man. Should be a little move. For sure, man. If you on X Spaces, make sure you repost the stream. If you on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. If you on Twitch, man, just share the stream. Yo, we need more people in here. We're watching ProBox boxing. The main event here is Nicklaus Flaz versus Delante Johnson. That's a good fight, man. 50-50 fight. Obviously, the guy that wins will move on to be, you know, closer to a world title shot, in my opinion. I think Nicklaus Flaz, he's been on a good run, especially beating Jihad Tucker, man, after a loss to Boca Chica, to bounce back, get a good win against Jihad Tucker, and he strung up a couple more wins here. Man, I'm impressed with Nicklaus Flaz, but I'm also impressed at Delante Johnson. His jump to 147, I think it's been impressive, man, because he's looked better. I think he's had the sharper fights, the sharper wins. Now, obviously, he don't got the Jahad Tucker win. I think that's a good win, but I think Delante Johnson's looked better at 147 than he did at 140, and that's why I'm gonna be picking him to win tonight. I think he's gonna get it by decision. But shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to WP 3636 in the building. What up, man? What up? But yeah, we got a lot going on, a lot to talk about. But right now I'm just watching ProBox. Valle just fought against Alvarado. You know, I'm looking at the punch numbers. It looked like it was a pretty one-sided fight. I didn't get to watch the fight, to be honest. I just jumped in at the last second here, but I think for sure Valle's it's a stay busy fight, right? For Valle. That's what I'm thinking. Shout out to Demo. He said, "Yeah, I got Tiger Johnson decision. He's become better and stronger at 147." Yeah, I totally agree, brother. I think I got the same thing. I think if you pick I don't know what it is now, but I know when I saw it earlier, the lines was Delante Johnson was a plus 155 for the decision. I think that's a good bet. You know, if you want to, I think Nicklaus Flaz, though, the thing about him on the flip side is Nicklaus Flaz is just, he's so good at winning these fights that, or making these fights close that, you think he shouldn't even be in. And that's kind of why ProBox put some belief in him and giving him a headline spot, man. Shout out to Nicklaus Flaz, who got the win off Jahad Tucker, went over, and then, basically got the opportunity with ProBox to win the Intercontinental title. A couple fights later, here he is, man, headlining against a top-ranked guy who is signed off an Olympic run, highly regarded, Delante Johnson, man. He's a guy who's kind of I don't want to say he's just been like steady, but like he hasn't had a outbreak fight yet. Like he hasn't had a fight that we could say has showed us a new level, a new gear he can get to. So a lot of us do have questions for Delante Johnson. Can he get to another level? Can he get to another gear? Can he step it up? And I think tonight he's gonna have to answer a few of those questions, man. My man said, "Yo, you ready, Tip?" Yo, Tip better be ready, man. My Cal has been ready. So I hope my man Tip did his training, got himself ready for the fight because it's gonna be a good one. Shout out to Alberto in the building. What's going on, man? My man Demo said Tiger by decision, Ortiz by decision, Fulgram money line. 25 makes you 238. True. Yeah, I got Darius winning too. The Ortiz one should be interesting, man. You want to know why? Because the Ortiz one's gonna be interesting because Ortiz he looked drained, and it's crazy because it's like, yo, bro, you ain't even fought a champ here. You ain't fought really nobody outside of Madrimov. Boychuk, yeah, shout out to Boychuk. So Madrimov and Boychuk, but you need to be fighting these champions, bro. And you may not even get a belt at 154 before you have to move up to 160 because as we know, Vergil Ortiz has had weight problems in the past, and they don't want to do the IBF rules because of weight problems. So that's just telling me like they're not going to be shrinking down too much. They'll move up if they have to. So it's like, are we even going to see Ortiz win a title at 54? And then you got to start asking, how many divisions has this guy been in and not won a title, man? So I don't know, bro. We'll see, bro. My man Alberto, he said, this ProBox card is you should have stopped, dude. Oh, for real? Is that bad? Yeah, I think so. I think for sure Vai's a good fighter, man. But we got my man in the building. What's going on, Zach?
Man, how you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How's everything going?
Kid, pretty good. Can't complain with yourself.
It's awesome, bro. You just watching some boxing.
That's what's up.
Good weekend ahead of us. We'll get to see if Erickson Lubin can answer some questions about Vergil Ortiz. How you feel about that fight?
I just got done talking with Jesus Ramos about that one right there. And, let's be honest, I think the obvious favorite in this fight is Vergil Ortiz. I don't think anyone's going to dispute that one. But let's be honest, what Erickson Lubin can do this weekend is upset a lot of people. And what I mean by that is he has a chance to go in there and make not just his name bigger, but there's so many plans going to Vergil Ortiz. And so I think what we're going to see right now is there's a legitimate chance that Lubin there's not a lot of pressure on him. Like, obviously, probably in the back of mind, he's got pressure on himself, but everyone's favoring Vergil Ortiz. And when you have a guy like Erickson Lubin who's very, very accomplished, I think he has a chance to pull it off. And in fact, if Jesus Ramos said he could possibly do it, he thinks he's going to favor him. But at the end of the day, I do favor what Vergil Ortiz does. I think the way he's going to wear him down, he can break him down. I personally think he's going to get him out there within the 8 or 10 round range. But that's kind of what I see. How about yourself?
Yeah, man. I think Lubin, the problem with me, he's been in so many wars and came out on the wrong side of them. So I agree. I think it's gonna be a late stoppage. But Vergil looked bad today. Like, he looked like weight's bothering him, or I don't know if he didn't have a good camp. So that also raises flags of like, man, is he even gonna stick around at 154 for longer? So it's just like one of these things that's like, man, Lubin understands this is probably his last shot to be, a big name in the division, because if he loses, he's a gatekeeper. And for Vergil Ortiz, it's like, is the weight already an issue? And you've already been here for 3 or 4 fights. We know that you have weight problems in the past. Are we not going to see you face the best guys at 54? And it'd just be sad if he gets to another division and doesn't get a title shot.
No, I agree with that right there, because I think right now he's going to find a way to stick at 154. I think all boxing people look at him, we know, like, okay, this man obviously is very talented. We're not going to dispute that. In my opinion, he's probably one of the top 10, 15 most talented fighters in boxing. But like you said, if you jump over what is, in my opinion, the most talented boxing weight class right now out there, and you don't get the big fights and you don't become world champion, that's going to be a problem. Because you look at it, you go to 160 right now, there's talent there. Obviously, a win against Janabek, beating Carlos Adames, beating any of those type of guys, Laura, would be big, but it's nowhere near beating a Boots Ennis. And I think Boots is a fight that you could say could turn into a 2 or 3 fight type of package deal right there. You passing over Fundora, you're passing over so many big fights over there. That's not going to look good on his resume, because he hasn't fought the best guys at 154. He had a tune-up fight, the Bochuk fight. Obviously, Madrimov was a good fight. No taking that away from him. And then, obviously, Lubin. These are solid guys, but at the end of the day, you've got to start getting those big names on a resume. Same situation for Boots Ennis, not excusing him either, but that's the fight you have to make. And I feel like if we go from wanting 147 to happen for Boots versus Vergil, it doesn't happen. 154 doesn't happen. And Boots is the guy that we've seen. He can stick out the weight a little bit longer. I think he maybe even could have squeezed another fight at 147. Do we ever get that fight? I think if those two guys never fight each other, that's just not going to look good for boxing whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree, man. They got to fight, but we're gonna see how it goes down, because Lubin's also, he's been in the ring with better competition than Vergil Ortiz at this point,
Very true.
And I think that can play a little bit of factor in the fight. He's also left his trainer. I think he went back to Cunningham, I believe, Kevin Cunningham. Yeah. So it's pretty much a toss-up fight, but I think if I'm leaning with somebody, it's Vergil Ortiz. I think he's got to go in there. He's got the pressure right now. Because like you said, man, we all want the big Boots Ennis fight. Eddie and Boots, they said they're going to be there. So he's got to deliver. He's got to deliver.
Now, we'll say this. I'm not sure if you saw, but Vergil Ortiz Sr., he made that comment today talking about if they do fight, that they don't think that Boots is ready for that fight. They're going to let him get that fight out over. I think I have let me pull up real quick. I have the tweet here. He said in some interview, he said he fights this talking about Boots. He said he fights nobodies and hasn't earned his way. And he turned down the fight twice already recently. He doesn't make sense for us next. I mean, I'm just going to say this. If Vergil Ortiz goes out there and he gets the signature win and Boots is sitting ringside and we don't see a face-off after that fight, I feel like it's going to be one of the biggest missed opportunities. Unless there is something that we don't know about and he's got something lined up with Fundora or he's got something locked in with somebody else. I just want to be honest right there. I think most boxing fans deserve, and rightfully so, will be quite ridiculing Vergil Ortiz, because like I said, I get it's not for world championship, but we all can admit that's the fight to make. It's going to mean more on your resume, a Boots Ennis victory, than anything else, unless, like I said, you have a world championship shot locked in. But I just don't see how that'd be a case. Fundora's fighting Thurman sometime next year. You just have Barao and you have Xander unifying announced. And then you also have Josh Kelly and Bachram fighting. So I don't think that's an option. So if there's no Boots Ennis fight with a statement win, there's going to be a lot of people having a nitpick and talk about Vergil Ortiz and whatever the game plan is.
Yeah, and I don't like that they're saying that because they're boxing themselves in a box that's very poor.
Mhm.
Because if Boots doesn't fight Virgil, he's the mandatory of the winner of Xander and the boss, and
Yep.
that's a good fight. So I
Mhm.
mean, Boots will be in line to fight for a title. You know, if it's Xander, that's a big fight. You know, for Boots, like Xander's a big name, and Puerto Rico. You know, they can do that in New York, and it's a big fight.
No, for
Where
sure.
if Virgil he doesn't fight Boots, it's like who's his big fight? Because like you said, Backroom and Josh Kelly's fighting, and they don't want to do the IBF rules. And a boss and whoever wins that fight has to fight Boots because Boots is the mandatory. So
Yep.
I don't know, man. The WBO is who has the WBO? Well, that's Xander, but yeah. So like all the belts are tied up. So it's just one of those things. Like, okay, Virgil, who are you gonna fight? That's gonna be somebody that we're gonna look at and be like, hey, that guy has a chance to beat you. I
Mhm.
mean, it would just they should be banking on the Boots and his fight at this point if they can't get a champ in the ring because I think that's the only one that makes sense. But hey,
Now, could you imagine though, just hypothetically speaking, if Boots Ennis moves up to 154 and by a second fight he's fighting for world championship and Virgil doesn't have that yet? I mean,
yeah,
I'm just gonna say, just point it out there. I don't know how you possibly make that look good in any way, shape, or form for Vergil Ortiz. If Boots is there, and that would be on top of that, be unified. He'd have two belts now at 154 in just a second fight. And Virgil's sitting there with no belts at 154, nothing else in an interim. I'm just saying that's not going to look really good at all.
no, it won't look good. Uh, and we'll ridicule Oscar De La Hoya really because Oscar De La Hoya, for
Very
whatever
true.
reason, hasn't had Virgil in a championship fight. I mean, I get it. I get the Terrence Crawford thing. I don't think Virgil was ready for a Terrence Crawford fight at 147.
No.
I agree on that, but I mean, I think 54, like they should have had one already. It should have been this fight. They should have really pressed the gas on the WBC to make the mandatory because you know, Fedora is not gonna fight his mandatory unless the BC enforces it.
hmm I mean, you had Bachram sitting right there for the past year. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I don't understand why that didn't happen. Now, I'll get it. That's a bad man right there. And I'm excited to see him back in the ring. I don't know why we waited over a year now because where are we at now? It's been 13, 14 months. It was in the Tim Tszyu fight.
Yeah.
But that was sitting right there. And I don't know. Obviously, Bachram's kind of in his own world right now in terms of kind of independently promotion, all that kind of stuff. But you could have made that fight. I don't know the whole business, what went on behind scenes, but it just feels like, listen, there's no reason that fight could not have happened. If you were trying to really get that world championship, there had to have been a route. He went through name after name. Lubin obviously was another guy who was possibly going to get that fight. He took the Vergil Ortiz one instead. It just was like, it was right there. And I don't know why they didn't want to go after that.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I think it's a good fight, but I think from what I heard Robert Garcia and the team say, they don't want to do the IBF rehydration, next day rehydration. So
Yeah.
it's sad, man, that weight that's what we're talking about with Virgil when we talk about him is weight. And it's like, man, like you've come up from so many divisions and it's always been weight. Like, when is it not gonna be weight? When are we just gonna get you to get the fights for us? But hey,
Yeah.
it's boxing. It's a part of the game as well. I get it. Like, we don't want to see guys squeeze down like Devin Haney did at 135. It's not healthy, man. So I get it too. But at the same time, it's like you can't be running around here saying Boots doesn't want to fight you and all this other stuff. He's coming to the fight tonight, man. You got to make a statement, and why not?
No, 100% agree. And I think going back to what we were talking about too, if Virgil doesn't fight all these guys at 154, you're missing on so many big names. Now, I will say the one hypothetical is if you do have a possibility of fighting Terrence Bud Crawford, that would be a huge thing right there. I don't know what
Yeah,
it's going to look like at 160 right now because I know obviously the rumors are, and I do think he will go down to 160. And I also don't think he's going to beat Terrence Bud Crawford in any way, shape, or form. But if you do have the possibility of getting that Bud Crawford fight, that's the only one. Outside of that, like I said, the names at 154 are significantly more impressive than a 40-plus-year-old Laura, Janabek, Adames, or 168, which obviously that's just up in the air right now in terms of whatever that weight class is going to look like. I think it's a mess right now. I mean, you're not talking the next possible weight class you look at that has big names would be 175. I don't think he's going to reach that point in time soon. So there's just you got to take full advantage of 154 right now, make your mark right there. The only other one I could throw out there too is I did have Jesus Ramos on my show a little bit ago. He wants Vergil Ortiz. He said he would love to fight him at 154, 160. That could be for world championship. It would be a solid fight. But that's the only thing I could think of too. I mean, the point is he's got to get stuff done at 154 though.
yeah. No, He's got to, but yeah, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I
Mhm.
do I do think that Vergil Ortiz, he's a great talent. I just think he's being mismanaged in his career right now.
Yeah.
He should be a champion already. I don't really understand it, but hey, he's in the best division in boxing. If there's somewhere you're gonna plant your flag, you plant it here, man. But if he
Mhm.
doesn't want to do it, then I don't think he gets a fight with Terrence Crawford at 160 because I feel like Terrence Crawford is just chasing belts at this point
Right.
and trying to become undisputed. I think that's his thing. So if you don't go get a belt at 160, then yeah, you're not getting no Terrence Crawford fight.
Mhm.
Boots fights there. That's the biggest fight for you. Boots,
Yeah.
I think Boots doesn't even need Virgil to be honest. I think he can
Nope.
like he's got the Xander a boss winner regardless of what Ortiz does. And I think that they can get Sebastian Fedor in the ring too, paying the
Mhm.
right money. But for Virgil, it seems like there's always something. There's always something. So we'll
No,
see,
I
man.
think no, I think I love what you said there because I think with Boots, he is more he's positioned to be the potentially one of the next faces of boxing because of how many things he got going for himself right now. Like you said, if you go Virgil route, massive fight right there, I would pick Boots in that fight, my own personal opinion there. But if that doesn't fall in place, you're fighting for you become a unified champion. And I think he would beat Xander or Basparao in that fight. It would be competitive, but I think he'd beat them. And then, like you said, he's got Eddie Hearn, who knows how to market guys the best in boxing right now out of anybody. I think he knows how to build his brands better than anybody. And you're talking about many big fights. The other one I want to throw out there is we do know that Conor Benn's going to come back down, whether that be 147, 154. And in my personal opinion, the more guys that can go fight in the UK, the easier it is to build your brand globally. And I think if you have Eddie Hearn with also Conor Benn, that's lined up right there for yourself. Vergil Ortiz probably wouldn't have that opportunity right there. So there are so many things on the table for Boots Ennis to become that guy. And he also is just better at branding himself. Virgil's not as good at branding. He doesn't have the recognition that Boots has also. So, I mean, you got to realize like this is your chance to take Boots. And as I said, this is a fight that could become a rematch, 2 or 3 fight. That's huge for Virgil. I just don't see why the camp would ever not want that fight.
Yeah. Yeah, but what do you think about the rest of the card? I mean, it we were supposed to have Kid Austin and Jojo Diaz that was canceled, but I mean
And
we
I'll
still
be
got
honest, I'm kind of glad
Darius.
they got canceled. I mean, I'll be honest. When that fight got announced, man, I would just look. I looked at the. I think it was Ring that posted it first. At least the one I saw first. I was just like, what? Because you look at that one. In what world do you come off your career-defining win where you're set up for a world championship shot or at least interim or something along those lines, and you're fighting a guy that just got beat up by Regis Prograis? And I love Regis. I'm just
Mhm.
saying though, but like, it made absolutely no sense. It was a fight that Floyd, if he took care of Tevin Farmer that quickly, this Jojo Diaz should have been out of there in 2 or 3 rounds. He's lost what 7, 8 fights in a row, whatever it is now. I just it made absolutely no sense. Wait it out, go fight for a world championship. I'm glad that fight got canceled. To be honest, I didn't want to watch that one.
Shout out to my guy Alberto. He said, Ryan, I don't know about Floss. Is he good? No, Nicholas Floss, a good fighter. He beat
He's
Jahad
good.
Tucker. He's on a nice win streak right now. He's a good fighter. He's not flashy. He does a lot of good things. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like Nicholas Floss.
For
Man,
sure.
Alberto, he said Ortiz did look bad. His eye sockets was crazy sunk. Yeah, he looks drained. He does, man. Shout out to Demo. He said, yeah, Ortiz face got me nervous, but they in Texas, so Lubin got to stop him. I hedged it anyway. So you bet both ways. Hey, what's going on, Bones? He said, what it do, Ryan? What's going on, man? Bones in the building. Alberto said Virgil's manager said he took less money to fight Lubin. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Well, I thought Lubin was saying that this fight was more lucrative than the Bakram fight, which is crazy. But
Yeah.
I guess so. I could see it because the Bakram fight was in the air with the purse bid as well, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually, Eddie Hearn got it done. I don't even think it went to purse bid. I think he ended up just getting the fight for
Yeah.
Josh Kelly. So we'll see what he does with Bakram. I think Eddie should sign Bakram or try to get him over there
Mm-hmm.
eventually to match up Boots.
For sure. No, that would be probably the most competitive fight. I think Bachram versus Boots would be probably the best fight you could make at 154. I think Boots would beat Fundora personally. I think I like Fundora, but I think there's too many holes. I think Boots would expose that. Bachram's a man, and I know it's kind of we don't have too much stuff to look at overall. I mean, he's fought Tim Tszyu 1 year ago, and Tim Tszyu
Mhm.
obviously is not the same Tim Tszyu, or at least he's not anymore. But we look at that. I mean, it's not a lot, but what he did to Tim Tszyu I mean, that was a brutal, brutal beatdown. But when you could beat a man down like that quickly and get him out of there in 3 rounds or whatever it was, that's impressive. And so, I mean, I will personally love to see that fight.
Yeah. No, and I'm kind of mad that he hasn't fought since, but
No,
it's
mismanaged
tough,
for sure.
man. It's tough when you have a good performance like that. Then yeah, it sends shockwaves through the whole division. So, but like he's got a title now. He's got a belt. You think more guys would be stepping up to the plate, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see in the future. I think 154 will eventually shake up. I think a lot of those guys were just like tied up at the time. Especially Xander was fighting for the title. A boss had a Tellus fight, lined up, and Sebastian had a Tim Tszyu lined up. So Backram didn't really have a dancing partner at the time. Boots wasn't even at 54 technically. Vergil was there, but I just feel like Vergil hasn't really expressed any interest in fighting Backram. So that's why I just left him alone. But it is what it is. What do you think about the main event on ProBox tonight? Nicklaus Flaz and Tiger Johnson.
I got Flaz in that one. I like what Flaz brings to the table. That is a good fight. Now it's gonna be competitive, but I love the fight though. I think we see with Top Rank, at least they're keeping the guys active. Tiger's obviously one of the young prospects. This is the type of time that you make one of those fights happen because on one side you learn from it. If you lose the Flaz, which I think will happen, you learn a lot from this guy. You take that loss, it is what it is, move on. But it's a good time to test yourself, get yourself figured out, learn more about yourself. And then on top of that, I mean, the biggest about Tiger is we see so many holes in his game. I know just the most recent last fight I had on Top Rank, he was ignoring his corner quite often, and that is very concerning. I know he's still learning and maturing a lot, and so I feel like this is going to be a very good test for himself. But on the flip side, if he pulls off the upset, your name is going to be in the top 15 rankings, which is huge for your career now moving forward. And so I think it was a great gamble for Tiger. He's going to come out winner regardless of what it is. At least he performed somewhat decent. But no, I do have Flaz winning the fight though.
Yeah, I'm going the opposite way. I got Delante Johnson.
All right.
Yeah, you're right, man. He didn't. I didn't like his last fight either. I thought, he wasn't listening to his corners. But then I look at Boa Chica. I'm like, man, he just makes like every opponent that he fights look bad. Like this is a guy who put down Brian Norman, who's one of the best 47 pounders right now. Some people think he is the best. He's fighting in a big fight against Devin, and yeah, Boa Chica put that guy down. So I mean, he's just a tough opponent, and that's what I'm thinking it's going to be like. I think Nicklaus Flaz is a great opponent. This is a 50-50 fight in my opinion. So
I like that, yeah.
I think the winner of this, like you said, like Flaz is already kind of ranked. I think he has a WBA international, something like that. He has a regional title.
He's ranked in the top 10 in 2 of them. Let me pull up the right ones, I think. I think it should be 2 of them, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he is. He's been on a great run. And if he beats Delante Johnson, that's another big name he's added to his resume. And I think for sure you'll see Nicklaus Flaz in some big fights here in 2026.
Yeah, he's number 10 in the IBF right now, and then he's not ranked in that one. Looks like and then he's number 11 in WBO, so he's got 2 rankings right now in the top 15.
Nah, that's good for him, man. WBO is a good route to go
for sure.
But we'll see. But yeah, man, tell me about yourself, man. How you get involved in boxing? Or how
man, so I kicked it off in basketball. That was the main thing. I grew up playing basketball, so I just kicked it off with that one. And then I fell in love with boxing 3 or so years ago, and that's just kind of what I started rolling with since then, man. How about yourself?
For me, my dad, he was in boxing already. He was a Olympian, professional boxer. And then by the time I came around, he was a gym owner. So I was born in the sport. So I've been here since I've been able to walk. But no, I love boxing, man. I think it's been one of the, like, it's not talked about enough. It's a niche sport to say, but it's a world sport too. Like there's guys all over the world you can watch. Like we got the Last Samurai. I saw the press conference last night for that. Like that was amazing, man. Like all those guys up there, Taraji and Inoue, Gentle Nakatani. Like there's just so much talent around the world, and I think boxing's great for that. It brings everybody together.
True that. Now, I will say culture-wise, though, I mean, we got America slipping up, though, in boxing right now. I mean, we talk about Japan, UK, Mexico. They love the boxing they show. Right now, I mean, boxing's quickly drifting in America. Like you said, it's definitely a niche type of sport here, but I mean, it's getting less and less attention. And the sad thing about that, though, is I think there's such a massive market, though. we saw like when you properly promote the fight and it's successful with everyone, see all these Netflix cards, like it's right there. It's available for everything and people want it. But we're just the promotion, the corruption, everything going on behind it right now in America specifically, it's hurt the sport badly.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think since the Deontay Wilder, man, yeah, I think US always needs a big heavyweight to be
Facts.
to be interested in the sport. And like I think Wilder was perfect because he was the knockout artist. But yeah, he just got steamrolled by Tyson Fury, and there really just hasn't been like there was nobody really behind him that I guess we believed in, right? Like there's guys there, but there just wasn't
I don't think we're
anybody
gonna
like
get one
him.
either. I mean,
Yeah,
I just don't see it coming. When we talk, like I said, boxing, I don't know where we want to rank him. Obviously, football is number 1 in America. Basketball is number 2 in America. And then you have a debate of obviously baseball. UFC is obviously becoming bigger and bigger I know it's MMA, but UFC is obviously becoming bigger and bigger by every single year in America right now. Hockey is obviously there. Like boxing somewhere, you could make a case that's outside the top 5 right now.
yeah,
And then in terms of heavyweights right now, all those guys that go out there, they grow up wanting to play football and basketball. They're
yeah,
not playing
exactly.
boxing right now. And so it's like you pick and choose as many guys you want from a football field or basketball court. You could find a lot of good heavyweights up in there right now, but they're not coming over. And all I can say is you talk about NIL money going for high school and college kids now. They're not coming to boxing. You see these guys barely getting paid the first 4 or 5 years, and then you see guys in the NIL getting paid $100,000, millions of dollars. I'm just saying the heavyweight era is pretty much done in America in my eyes.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, you guys do have Terrence Crawford, who is the best fighter in boxing, in my opinion, right now.
True.
And it's just like he's at the end. I think he's at the end.
Yeah.
So I think
Final
we're
5
probably
fights.
going to get 2 or 3.
Max.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And I think he'll try to undispute 160, and I think that'll be it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and even behind him, it's like Abdullah Mason. I like maybe Brian Norman Jr. I like Brian Norman Jr. too. He's a good talent. Devin Haney's still pretty young, but it's like you said. I just think when you got a heavyweight involved, I think America gets behind the heavyweights a little bit more than they do with the other divisions.
Right.
And I think boxing too. Boxing loves when there's an American heavyweight involved. It's a little bit more drama.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem. I don't see who's coming. I mean, obviously tomorrow night in the card, I love Joshua Edwards. I think he's legit. But like I said, in terms of being that guy, you look at the UK, they own the heavyweight division right now. And they're not only do they own it currently, then you look at the future, they have the future Mosey Toma, who might be debatably the number 1 fighter of the next generation at all weight classes. We don't have that. And obviously, we look at Joshua Edwards, Richard Torres. Obviously, we have good guys, but I don't know about you. I don't see these guys competing with Mosey Toma.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. I like Richard Torres. I guess I'm biased, man, because Richard Torres, his senior, him and my dad, they fought in the amateurs. So
Okay.
But yeah, Richard Torres, I think he presents a rough style for Moses, to be honest. I think his activity could bother Moses. I think the problem is Moses is gonna get better, right? He's already good. He's gonna get better with the fights. His team's smart. They're not throwing him in the fire, which is good. They're making him learn on the job. But
yeah, those rumors with the Usyk fight were concerning. I'm glad they shut those down. That was not that was. And listen. I know people out there like to bash Turkey. I think overall speaking, there's a lot of flaws he's got, but I think generally speaking, I think Turkey's doing some good stuff for the sport. But there are some wild ideas that man gets, and the idea that he wanted Usyk Toma right now, I would just like, don't. I get pushing yourself as a young guy. I get that's what so many guys have done, but just you cannot go from Dillian White to Alexander Usyk. That is one of the craziest jumps I've ever heard of. And not, mind you, it's not Dillian White of 5 years ago with PEDs in him. This is Dillian White of right now. Like, please don't make that fight happen. Please go make. Let's do something. As long as it's like a Bacoli or somebody in the mix. Like, let's build this up the right way. I'm glad Frank Warren shut that down. I mean, you can use the hype behind his name. It got him a lot of attention right there with those rumors, but he's 2 or 3 fights out, and that's even saying Usyk's still around at that point in time.
Yeah, that's true. I think Usyk's on the way out too. He just has Usyk just doesn't have a dance partner. But shout out to Scotia Boxing. He said Haney versus Norman is a 90-10 fight. Oh, I guess he's not giving Haney a chance. I think a lot of people are picking Norman. Scotia Boxing said Flaz is gonna smoke Johnson tonight. Okay, Roger that. What's going on, man? Salute. My man Manuel, he said the Golden Boy got an American heavyweight fighting tomorrow. That must be Joshua Edwards. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Joshua Edwards. He's an athletic fighter.
He's
you
good.
know, I want to see a little bit more boxing from him. I think he's been finishing his opponents too easy.
Yeah,
but,
1 or 2 rounds on all of them.
Yeah, but he's only got like what 4 or 5 fights.
Yeah, he's still. I mean, he just was an Olympian last year, so he's still got quite some time.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes sense. They just trying to get his feet wet, get him into the pro game. Maybe next year they'll push the pace, get him some tougher competition, I guess. But yeah, for now they're just gonna
years. I had Ronnie Shields on the show a little bit ago, and he said he's still about 2 years out from actually getting competitive. So we still got some time on that.
Yeah. I think heavyweight division, like you're always better in your 30s.
Right. It's too. You don't.
That's why the Moses Thomas thing was crazy to me. But I get it, man. It worked because we all got the hype on him now. Like the hype is on him, so it works. But they're not going to be, at least in my opinion, I don't think they'll be fighting any real competition until he's like 24, maybe. I think the Frank Sanchez.
20, yeah.
When that fight came up,
midway through end of next year, I think Frank Sanchez will be next, or at least one of those. No, Frank Sanchez is going to go with Dubois now. So I think it could be. So I think they're going to probably build it up. My personal guess, they're going to get somebody that has a decentish name. I mean, I'll just throw it out there. I could see the Chisora fight. I don't like it, but I could see it happening. It does make some sense there. But I think you could get somebody in that top 15 to 20ish range, then do a top 10 type guy. And by 2027, you do it because he is, what is Mosey Toma? He's 20. Is he 21 right now?
I think he's 20 or 21. Yeah, he's in around that age there. He's very young.
Yeah, he's 20 years old. He turns 21 December 28th. So
birthday's coming up.
Yeah. So I don't know if I don't think that December, the whole Frank Warren, Queensbury December 13th card, I don't see it happening. The Derek White fight fell apart, or the Derek Chisora fight fell apart. You tell me there's no dancing partner, and they're gonna scrap that one over. But so all the next one we see is at 21. But I mean, we gotta think the right heavyweights are capable of competing, even though they're younger. Mike Tyson's done it. Some of the greats have done it. We just don't see a lot of guys. We've seen this whole era of heavyweights worth. I mean, just look at the top biggest names, guys. Joshua didn't start fighting until he's 20 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Wilder was 22 years old. Fury, he went on that long layoff of not fighting with all of his issues he had going on. Usyk was fighting cruiserweight. And so this past generation, I think a lot of us have started thinking that heavyweights can't fight early on. Historically, they have been able to. Just takes a very, very good fighter. And I mean, Itoma has a chance of being that type of guy.
Yeah, no, he does, man. He does. But I see what they're doing. They're making sure they build him up right, promoting him right. And it's money at the end of the day. It's business at the end of the day. So I get it. They don't want to ruin their investment before he gets there. They're protecting it. But shout out to Alberto. He said Haney's going in the dirt November 22nd. I promise you. Oh man. Man, you guys hate Devin Haney. I don't know what Devin Haney did. Roger Daddy said, you watching Border Wars, Ryan? Yeah, I'm watching that tomorrow. That should be a good event. Shout out to Nesta Gibbs and the Boxing Voice. They got their amateur event tomorrow. Should be a good one, man. Should be a good one.
For sure.
But yeah.
US does have Jared Anderson as well, which is another just, I don't know. He's got so much potential. The only way potential comes to fruition is when you have the right mentality. And I don't know if that's there. And it's a balance of, does he want it? Maturity, I don't know the answer, but I don't know what they're doing with him right now. I had so much respect for him on August 3rd of last year when he fought Martin Bocoli, not because he looked good, but because he's a young guy willing to take that charge. I think he learned from it. But at the same time, I don't know what he's done since then. It's been a pretty uneventful, weird year for a young heavyweight. I just don't know what they're doing with him.
Yeah. I don't know where Jared's been. I thought he's supposed to fight Gerald Miller on the Crawford and Canelo fight week or something like that.
I think it was rumored at first, but then they switched it over quickly to Michael Hunter on that one, and then Michael Hunter's situation happened.
Yeah, so I just it's tough, man. It's tough. My man Manuel said they got Stephen Shaw working at Amazon, brother. Like, this is boxing, bro. Not everybody gets paid millions of dollars. I think it's like 1% or something like that. So yeah, everybody's not getting paid well, but that's when you make it, though. When you make it, you're there for sure. But Stephen Shaw, he's a good heavyweight. I like Stephen Shaw. He just needs more opportunities.
For sure.
Yeah, man. So we watching ProBox card right now. So who's your favorite fighters, man? Who's guys you watch?
I'll be honest. I'm not really someone that's ever had favorites. Like even going back to basketball, I don't have. I just enjoy the sport as a whole, and I'll just watch whatever. I mean, there's honestly, I'll say the only guy I could possibly say is Deontay Wilder. That's the guy that was the very first fight. I watched the Floyd McGregor fight. That doesn't really count though, but that was just more for fun when I was really little. But the one that really started like getting me interested in boxing was Wilder Fury 1. And so I'd say ever since then, I love Wilder, and that kind of got me into it. But outside of that, I don't really have a favorite. Who's your favorite guys?
My favorite guys to watch has always been like Terrence Crawford for sure. Even Errol Spence,
Yeah.
Canelo Alvarez, big Biffle guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I like boxer punchers, like guys who can work and can eventually stop you. That's what I like to see. I like to see them break you down throughout the fight. I think Terrence Crawford's the best at that. But even Usyk, man, Usyk's a great guy to watch too. But yeah, I like a lot of those guys. I'm not a fan of one of them, but I love watching them. Anytime I get opportunity to watch any of those guys fight, for sure.
For facts. No, those top
Definitely.
guys are special. I mean, the Inoue, Usyk, Bud group, you can rank them however you want. Those guys, watching anyone that's some of those all-time greats, the first ballot Hall of Fame dudes, you can't take those guys for granted.
Yeah. No, they're awesome, man. They're awesome. I don't think they're being appreciated much as they should be because they're still here, but yeah, when they retire, they're gonna get their flowers for sure. That's always how it works, unfortunately.
Right. But I think for those three specifically, I think they have such a different way to carry themselves. We've seen historically Floyd was so vocal with his mouth. He had a big following. All three of those guys are those are three of the humblest. I don't want to say all time. Obviously, Muhammad Ali is pretty humble and those type of guys, but three of the humblest, and especially in today's social media era. I mean, those three guys are not, Inoue, Usyk, and Bud. They don't care about social media that much. Bud started to kind of get stuff rolling this past year or so, but they're three of the humblest, down-to-earth superstar boxers that I can remember in a long, long time.
Shout out to Manuel G for the $2 super chat. My brother, he said, who should replace Tank in the Jake fight? Who? My short answer is Edgar Berlanga, man. Bring him on. Who do you think should replace Tank?
Who do you think would win that one? If Jake
I would hope Berlanga would
win. Yeah, I would hope so too, but I don't know. Yeah, that's one heck of a guy. I honestly have no idea where they'd even go with it right now. I mean, they're going to have to be working overtime to get that fight locked in. I mean, when you're preparing, because you got to think, Jake was working this entire time with small guys. He had Ray Ford, he had Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis for a little bit. Like, he did everything preparing for, and it's a weird thing because who prepares as a cruiserweight to fight a guy at 135? I don't know what that's never happens, but I feel like that's been his whole mindset that if you go anybody higher than that, it's a whole new game plan you have to use there. So I think they're probably going to try whatever they can to get a Raleigh, a Pacquiao, a Floyd, maybe even. I mean, I just see them trying to go somewhere along those lines of somebody in that group right there. Because, I mean, anyone bigger than that, I just feel like you've just spent a lot of time preparing for that. I just don't see him going with anyone out. I mean, I think you could do a UFC guy, bring in Nate Diaz or something. I heard those rumors were out there. But if you're going to probably try to make it something of a similar type of fight, you'd bring in one of those other guys because it is an exhibition fight.
Right. But thanks, Manuel G, for the super chat, man. Dropping them chips on me, brother.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Birdman. He said the Sixes. What's going on, man? He said he'd love to see a Tama versus Jake. Hey. Trying to get Jake Paul killed, man. You guys are bad.
Yeah.
Jake Paul's not taking that fight on short notice. No. Even though he said Anthony Joshua, I don't really believe it until I see it. Because
he called Francis out too, which that shocked me too. I'm not, all due respect, I mean, Tank's Tank, but I'm not stepping foot in the ring on short notice for Francis Ngannou. Just keeping that real. Like, no.
Yeah, Francis Ngannou. We haven't seen him since which fight? The AJ fight. So maybe he was hoping he's out of shape.
Yeah,
catch him on off the couch. But yeah, Francis Ngannou. Yeah, man, that guy's
I'm not risking that punch. Yeah, no, I'm not risking that one. No, on short notice, none of that. I'm not risking that.
Shout out to Mick. He said, Tip Bayless, you gonna win tomorrow? Oh yeah, Tip Bayless is in the chat somewhere. He's fighting tomorrow. Hopefully he can win.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So, what do you think about the last Samurai, or is it sorry, Night of the Samurai event?
Right.
How you
I
think
love
that's
it.
gonna play out, man? Riyadh season. I think it's
This might
anyways
be a
first pay-per-view.
crazy Yeah, this might be a crazy take I'm gonna have, but I think that has a chance to be the best card of the year, like from top to bottom, most entertaining. Because I feel like so many people that don't wake up, and I always wake up early to watch the fights in Japan, but a lot of people that don't watch them, and you talk about especially what Americans like to watch, we like to watch knockouts, and we like to watch guys go to war. That literally is word for word definition of Japanese boxing, and so we're gonna see it on the front of the stage in a time zone where people can mostly all watch it at. And I
Mhm.
think that card, I'm not saying it's obviously, February 22nd card was phenomenal. The Isaac Pitbull Cruz card looks great. The November 22nd card is great. But that card, top to bottom, right there, right after Christmas, I mean, you talk about Inoue, and I think they're all going to be pretty easy wins. Not easy, I don't ever want to say that, but I think Inoue will do his job. Junto will do his job. Now, Taraji is going to be a good fight right there. That's
Yeah,
probably the best
Taraj.
fight on the
Yeah.
card. But still, every single fight on that card is going to be a war. And I think when you talk about most entertaining card of the year, it has a legitimate chance to be that, especially when you have a lot of the guys. I mean, you're going to have a lot of guys fighting Mexican style fighters too. When you combine the two most entertaining styles together, I think that's going to be a huge card.
Yeah, man. You got Armando Martinez is on there as well. I usually have his coach usually comes up here sometimes on my channel. Hector Bermudez, if you out there, man. Armando, I wish him luck. I know you got Kurt Scooby in the lab right now getting ready for Eubank and Ben on the card.
That was a good pickup right there.
Against Adam Azim. That should be a good fight, man.
No, that fight actually was an upgrade in my eyes.
Oh, yeah. Who was the original opponent for Adam Azim?
It was Zur Abdullah. He's now fighting somewhere
right.
else. It was a weird situation where they had the contract. They said it was agreed to, and then his promotion group said we never agreed to anything. I don't know what Turkey keeps doing with these contracts, but whatever that happened there. And so they brought in Kurt. But I think, my personal opinion, stylistically, that's a much more intriguing fight. And especially Kurt, he just did a fight, what was it now, 4 or 5 weeks ago? So he should be in decent shape. So, I mean, I think that's a massive upgrade. Now, I love Adam Azim. I will favor Azim in this fight. But in terms of the best fight to watch for a fan standpoint, I really, really like that one.
Yeah, Adam Azim. Yeah. We'll see what he is, man, because I think Kurt Scobie's he's a good fighter at the division.
Facts.
He's a good contender. So it's a good fight for Adam. He's young. You know, he's projected very, very high in the division. So we'll see. We'll see how it all rolls out, man.
Right. He's one of the most mismanaged careers though in all boxing. I cannot believe he re-signed with box. That was shocking to me. What they've done in the past year is bad.
I've heard him just be attached to Dalton Smith a lot. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're supposed to fight or not, but Dalton's got the Sabril fight, so it's a far bigger fight for sure.
Right.
Hey, we'll see what Adam Azim could do. He's with Boxer, right? So
yeah,
I'm not sure.
He just re-signed. I don't know why he went back there, but yeah.
Birdman said, Ryan, have you touched on the Zone Premium plan? No, I have not, man. I have mixed feelings about it. I don't like it. Like, yeah, you're gonna make me pay more money, but like it's almost like you're saying, okay, you can pay your pay-per-views throughout the year, like in increments. It's like I'm still paying for these pay-per-views that I think aren't like, I get it. There's good ones, like November 22nd is a good one.
Right.
I would have paid for that easily out of my pocket. I think the February one as well I would have paid for, but then there's so many others that I'm like, I don't really.
Joseph Parker, Fabio Worley.
Yeah, like I don't really.
Now
care
that fight was
that.
great, but the undercard was bad.
Right. Yes, I'm a person that I need like a good, at least main. Give me at least good 3 fights. At least let me watch the main and get my money's worth. Like the undercard, I get it. You got to build your prospects and stuff like that. But at least the main, the top three, man, it's got to be good. It doesn't have to be superstars, but it's got to be good names, good fights, good matchmaking. But yeah, the Fabio Ward, like you said, it was only one fight, man. Like Worthy and Parker, like that was the best fight, man. He said, "Did y'all see the news about the zone price increasing?" Yep. No, I don't think it's pay-per-view. Yeah, they said 12 events, so we got to watch that too. Like, they better not give us every fight.
What's going to happen? Yeah, I think what's going to happen, they're going to start fluxing in some fights that should not be pay-per-views and call it that.
Yeah.
Like, exactly what we just saw with the Fabio Worley, Joseph Parker, which, like I said, I hate bashing it because that was a phenomenal main event, but you're not paying, and I don't even know what it was $60 or whatever it was. That's ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, no. And I think they're going to start fluxing out. We're maybe going to get 3 or 4, 5, maybe good pay-per-views. That might be stretching it.
Right.
Those other 7, I mean, we don't have, unless they're going to have some new game plan in place, what's the odds we're going to get a UFC structure where you have once a month able to have a massive pay-per-view event? It just doesn't happen like that in boxing unless maybe Dana figures it out. I don't know. I doubt it, but I just don't see where are we going to make up 7 pay-per-view events in boxing right now?
Right. And then I don't even think you need the pay-per-view events. That model's confusing to me. I don't know. Maybe it's for the pay the main event fighters. I always thought we can get away from that with advertisement money and going the route of doing it on free networks like Tubi and YouTube. Like, I think as long as you got the exposure, you can go to these big brands like Pepsi and Coca-Cola and say, look, you got the audience. We'll slap a big old Coca-Cola sign in the middle of the ring and you give us big money. I think it could be made. It could be possible, but it takes the promoters to get out there and strike the deals. And it's tough too, because you're competing against the NBA, MLB, NFL, all these other big leagues, but I think
which don't do pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's free.
They all figured it out. And now UFC is doing it too. Like I said, I know a lot of people don't like Dana White and all that, but they got the plan in Paramount. Now, I don't know what the new Paramount Plus plan is going to be, but it's not going to be. I think the USA is going to cost $450 for the year. It's not costing that with Paramount. I think it's going to be around the 150 to 200 range. They figured it out. I don't know why boxing can't get this figured out. And like I said, all it does is hurt the sport, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, we look back on time, and I know I'm obviously younger speaking on this behalf, but so many people talk about it. You fall in love with things because you're flipping through your TV and you come across something, you're like, I like that. Let's keep watching it. Nobody's doing that. I love what the Zone does, at least somebody doing boxing, but no, half the world doesn't know what the Zone is. And so we're like,
no, that's true.
We're putting this in there. Who out there, what 12 to 18-year-old guy is out there watching the Zone? They're not. So it's like you're not growing your audience at all. It's just creating this plummet with the younger generations, why everyone's going UFC and these other routes.
Yeah, no, it's true, man. And that's another thing too. When you got people who are new fans, and you got to tell them, yeah, you got to go on this app, you got to go on this to get the fights. It's like, man, why am I gonna go through all that trouble when I can just, like you said, go on my TV, go on ESPN, and watch? That's why I think the ESPN deal leaving boxing was rough for Top Rank, but it looks like Top Rank's making an effort to change things. They got their fighters going out everywhere and fighting, which is good. We need
they got
more
guys fighting more than other promotions do.
Yep, we need more of that. And they're also on like they got Delante on YouTube tonight, but they're on Tubi. So Tubi's a free app that's on most smart TVs. So I don't think most people will have problems buying into that because you don't have to pay a subscription. You just go on Tubi. But when you're asking people to subscribe for stuff, it's like you said, it's like, what does the Zone offer to me as a whole other than boxing?
And then you're going to charge them $60 on top of them. They don't even know what they're watching.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't know how you possibly attract these fans. It's the dumbest format in my eyes. No,
it's tough, man. I never understood it. I think it's always been better when it's free, but the sacrifice of that is the fighters' pay will be slashed. It will. And it's tough to say. None of the fighters want to get paid less. I totally get it. They're risking their lives to go out there and for our entertainment, but there's going to be a reset eventually. I think boxing will have a reset of money. We'll see it. I think we'll see it when Canelo leaves, to be honest. He's the last big fish in my eyes.
That's true.
He demands crazy amount of money. So I think when he leaves, there'll be a reset.
I mean, because you could hypothetically, I have no idea what's going on with Tank right now, but he could be on his way out. I believe he'll be on his way out pretty soon too, and that's pretty much the 2 biggest pay-per-view draws in America, at least North America right now. And AJ and Fury are on the way out too. They probably have one last fight, hopefully against each other.
Right.
And that's the face of boxing you've had for the past 5 years or so now. Obviously, some guys more than others, but
yeah, it's gonna be tough. Well, I think it'll be tough for the fighters, but I think they can get it done. I think the fighters, what they need to do is they need to go out and get deals with these clothing brands, attach themselves to other brands and get endorsements. That's how that's how NBA players make their money, really. That's how Jordan became a billionaire because of his shoes, not because of his NBA contract.
Right.
I just
No.
think guys need to do that stuff outside the ring and take care of business. But I get it, man. It's tough when
Well,
you're
I think if you
focusing
have
on
the right
fights.
TV deal, because that's what all the salary cap for the NBA, MLB, and NFL, the salary cap is
Right.
so huge with these contracts because of TV deals. And so all it is comes down to the promoters. If you have a massive TV deal in the billions, for example, the Paramount deal with UFC, it's $7 billion.
Yeah.
Dana's already said it's going to make more money for them and they're dropping pay-per-view. If you get the TV deal, you get everything else in place. You get the Netflix or whatever the deal is, you're going to get everything else taken care of. So they all they have to do is get the right TV deal and stop with the pay-per-view. And obviously you have to get to a time span where you can actually make fans want the product, because right now fans in America don't want that product that badly. But if you can get that fan base growing again, you can get the TV deal and everything financially is going to take care of itself for all the fighters.
Yeah, we got the main event. Look like it's gonna start up between Nicklaus Flaz and Delante Johnson. They're fighting for the NABO title. So yeah, somebody will be ranked in the WBO probably pretty high. You said already Flaz is ranked there, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's the title he's got, but they got the NABO, which is a good title to have, regional title. But yeah, man, this should be a good fight. Make sure if you just tuned in, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Zach, man, let the people know where they can find your show, brother.
For sure. You guys can head over to my YouTube channel. It's just Zach Schumaker. It's pretty much spelled right there, but ZACHSCHUMAKER. You guys can hit the subscribe button. I'm on there every day, weekday, Monday through Friday, different times, depending on the guests and whatever I got lined up. But yeah, head over to YouTube and you guys hit that subscribe button right there.
Yeah, man. So you had Ramos on today, was it?
Yeah.
Saw
We
you
wrapped.
had
That's what
him
we're
on.
running a little bit behind. Yep. We came on, he did a half-hour interview with me. So yeah, we got
Nice.
that done.
Yeah, he's fighting against Shane Mosley Jr. So
Mm-hmm.
that should be a good fight.
I love that card too. Like I've been pretty high on that. Finally, PBC gave us a legitimate pay-per-view worthy card, which is good.
Yeah, the Roach and Cruz is a good card for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got that unification between Janet Beck and Lara.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like the winner of that will probably get Terrence Crawford, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Then you also got Foster and Fulton going down that one.
Yeah.
Ramos Mosley. And then you have Frank Martin returning on the undercard as well in that one.
Oh, I forgot about Frank. Yeah, because he was supposed to return on the Fandora and Thurman. So
yeah,
that's good that they got him a fight.
Yeah, it's the same matchup, just pushed back to the later date.
Oh, Rathis? Oh man, I think he's done, man. I don't know why he's fighting, but hey,
right.
Yeah, do what you gotta do, I guess.
Yeah, good to see Frank back though.
Yeah. I didn't know if he was gonna get in the ring. You know, him and like that Tank fight so long ago. He should have been in the ring before that, but
that's what I'm saying. I don't know why it took so long out. I mean, what it's been now, like 18 months almost now. I don't even know exact date.
It's got to be at least that.
Because it was July 16th of last year. So yeah, we're looking at right around 18 months. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's just crazy that Tank Davis almost got 2 fights in before he got 1 in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tank Davis not really active fighter. You know, he fights about once a year, maybe twice. But he's one of the big ticket sellers, like we said. So for him, it makes sense. But yeah, for Frank Martin, man, you got to get back in there and get to work. He said, "Who y'all got? O'Shock or Cool Boy?" Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight, man. Who you got, Zach?
I'm still 50-50. That is a 50-50 fight right there. If I had to give it right now, I'm going Foster. I think I got him on that one. I think he knows how to fight 130. He grinds out fights. And obviously we saw, I mean, he shouldn't have had the loss against Robson in that fight. I mean, that was still one of the worst robbers I've seen in my life. But at the same time, Cool Boy, he's talked about, he's ready to move up in weight. We saw him absolutely beat down and dominate his last fight to win the belt, 126. I would favor O'Shock, but it's a 50-50 fight in my eyes, to be honest. Usually I watch film and all leading up to the week when I give my official predictions, but if I had to get it right now, I'd go Foster in that one. How about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cool Boy. I think he's been hot. Very, very hot, picking up belts. I think he's got his confidence back. I think the Inoue fight was good for him. I think, he needed to come back down to earth. The man's been in the ring with arguably one of the best fighters on the planet, and he probably feels like nobody else is on that level. True. I got Cool Boy, man. I think eventually Cool Boy will age out to be Inoue's best win, for sure.
That's a good statement. What if he fights Junto and wins that one?
Yeah, Junto's good, but is Junto, because I feel like Cool Boy would be 3 division if he beats Oshaki? I think he'd be a 3 division champ. I'm not sure how far Junto's been up yet. I think he's 2 maybe. But yeah, Gento definitely has potential because he's young enough to turn it around and come back and win a lot more divisions as well. So yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
Junto's a big guy at 122 too. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he is.
could. I mean, I could see him. What is he? He's 27, I think.
Yeah, he's young. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if he's got that, I wouldn't. I don't want to push, but 130 is realistic in my eyes to do it for himself. I mean, because he is very skinny. He's tall. He's got. I think he's right around 5'10", if I'm not mistaken. So he's got a lot
I didn't
of
know
room
he's
to
that
heal.
tall. Oh,
Yeah, I think he's 5'9" or 5'10". Let me clarify before I say that. Actually,
no, man, he is much taller than anyway. You could see it when they were standing beside each other. During the
5'9" and a
presser there.
half, so almost 5'10".
Yeah, he's
So,
big for the weight division.
that's a fact. So, I mean, he could go up to 130 possibly if he fills out right.
Wow, that'd be good, man.
Mhm.
My man Birdman said Bernice Brewer isn't in Tiger Johnson's corner anymore. Nah, man.
Mhm.
He said a win over Bam or Espinoza would be his biggest win. Oh, for Inoue? Bam Rodriguez for sure is good. But
I just don't see that fight happening.
everybody gonna say Bam's too small though. They're not gonna give him credit.
Yeah, I don't see that fight realistically happen. To be honest, I think Bam's trying to go undisputed at 115. He's got 118 to hit then, and I think the most realistic mega fight for Bam would be the Junto one in my eyes. Like that seems the one age wise it lines up. Inoue is in his 30s. I think he's got Junto fight next year. He's moving to 126. That's a massive gap for Bam to make up at that point in time. So I would like it would be a fun fight, but I just think the biggest realistic super fight would be the Junto one in my eyes for Bam.
Yeah, I think it'd be too big of a jump as well.
Mhm.
Even though, anyway, he's been very active, even though he's been he's 32, I think. So he's not as old as Bud and Usyk, but he's been very active for when you look at like the top of the top, he's been way more active than the other guys.
He averages 3 or 4 fights a year, which is huge.
Yeah, so I don't know how many fights Inoue gotten in either, because I just look at him like, bro, you're like a god in Japan. Like you probably don't even need to fight. Like,
yeah.
But maybe like you said, he's chasing Usyk and Bud.
He did say, I think it was a little while ago, but he said he's probably only got 2 years left, which would put him at 8 fights or so remaining. But on that timeline, that would be I think it was before his last one. So he did the MJ fight as 1. He did Pascasio as 2. Junto be 3. Move up to 126. That gets you enough time to possibly go undisputed there. I think that would probably where he wraps up with.
126 would be hard for him to undispute, man. Nick Ball's a tough customer. Espinoza's a nightmare for matchup. And then Angelo Leo's a good fight too. I think Inoue could possibly beat Leo.
Facts.
But
I think the toughest one would be Espinoza for him.
Yes, for sure.
Just the height
frame.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, I mean, the Nick Ball one intrigues me because he's so interesting because I love Nick Ball. I think he's one of the most entertaining fighters to watch. But I think we can all admit that resume is looking shaky. The fact that he brings up every single guy who wants to fight up a weight class, I'm just saying it makes no sense. Like can we unify? Can we fight someone that's actually at the weight class? Like I don't know what he's doing up in there right now, but hypothetically speaking, it would fit right into what Nick Ball is doing. Keep bringing guys up. Inoue move to 126, and I would favor Inoue in that one because you got to think Nick Ball is not the tallest guy either, so it's not really a tricky fight. And I think skill wise, we all would admit that Inoue is better than him.
Yep. No, it would be Nick Ball would have to make it a rough fight, an actual street fight, and I think Nick Ball could do that. Yeah,
but that's Inoue's cup and tea. He loves that though.
Yeah, they like to get into it, so I think the Nick Ball fight would be the most entertaining one of all of them. But Espinoza will be the toughest problem to solve for Inoue for sure. I like Angelo Leo. I just don't know if he could beat him. And then like Cool Boy Steph. It looks like he's probably gonna stay at 30. I don't think he
already said he can't go back down now.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
he was
maybe
saying he might go to 135. I don't think he ain't going back to 126. That's out of the window.
Yeah, he looked pretty big at that presser. So I mean, maybe Shushu Carrington can cash in and finally get the Inoue fight.
That would be a fun one.
Yeah, he's been chasing it. I don't know how weight is for Bruce because I feel like he's been there so long, waiting for that Inoue fight, but. Hey man,
I mean, he's
get
got
what you ask
for. That works.
Yeah, he does, man.
We'll see there, but I would still take Inoue in that Bruce Carrington fight, though. I just don't see. I feel like he'd win that one.
Yeah, I think Bruce, he hasn't been in the caliber of the ring with a guy like Inoue, so we'd have to see if it bring up something in him. But
True.
I kind of lean towards Inoue as well, man.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I mean, I'd say he could beat 3 of the champions right now. Espinoza would be the toughest one to look at, though. Like, that's the only thing that would really stop him from anything. But, I mean, if that could possibly be his final fight, that'd be a huge final fight for him.
Mm-hmm. No, it would be. We got the first round here.
I'd have to imagine they'd all would go out to have to fight in Japan, too, unless Turkey's doing something with them. I mean, they'd all would take the payday out there, so. Now, no, I would say Nick Ball probably would be in the UK. I could see them doing that in the UK.
I was going to say, Nick Ball, he's got a pretty rabid fan base. He might be able to get that one over there. And, anyway, might look at that as like a big challenge to go over on, foreign soil and beat the champ. Yeah,
I can see that one.
That would be a stadium fight for sure.
For sure. I think the other 3 fights would all probably be in Japan, so he would have that going for him, though.
Yep. Yeah. Espinoza doesn't really have a crazy fan base. Leo doesn't either. And Shushu, yeah. I think for sure you could bring those guys over.
True that.
What's going on, Boxing Wiz in the building, man? Tiger Boxing. Well, yeah, Tiger Johnson's looking pretty good early on with that jab, man. He's landing well. But Nicklaus Flaz, the thing about Nicklaus, he stays in the fight, man. He doesn't quit. Mm-hmm. That dude, he's always gonna be there. He's game. So we got a long way to go. That's round 1 of 9 more rounds, yo. So do you have a fight of the year candidate in mind already?
I mean, you don't know. I mean, there's 3 or 4 that are really standing out to me, but I just don't see how, if we're going award-wise, that Chris Eubank and Ben don't win it. I'd be shocked if that one, just because of the magnitude of that fight. It obviously is one of the top. Everyone would have in the top 3, I have to imagine. And then you talk about the magnitude of it. I'd have to give it to that one.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Just because of the way, the build up. They did it so well, man. They know how to sell a fight, those 2 guys. Like, they're not the most talented guys in the world, but they know how to sell a fight. And then they're like good for each other because they're both on that same level. So the fight is just as good as the build up. And then of course their dads, Senior coming out was like something out of a WWE script.
Right. You look at a couple of the ones that I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I think it was Taraji Akui. That one was a really good fight earlier this year. Yeah, that one. But then again, like I said, you have to. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't take everything out of biasness for awards. You add in everything on the build-up process and what went down in that fight. Like you said, the dads coming out inside of a stadium fight. I just don't see how you don't give that fight the fight of the year, because very rarely do we have a fight of that magnitude pan out to be that good of a fight. Like typically it's something else. So when you have it turn out to be regardless of what it is, people will have the top 3 or 5 fight, and it was already projected to be a big fight. I just don't see how you don't give that one the one.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I don't know how I don't think the second will live up to the first. It's always hard, man. The sequels are never better than the original, so it's always hard. But if they could do that, oh man, they might be onto something like how we got back in the day with Eric Morales and Barrera and Marquez and Pacquiao. You might be onto something.
Right. That's true.
But
I feel like the build-up's a little bit less on this one too. It hasn't been the whole egg thing didn't happen. I feel it's a little like I just saw the thing. It's like I knew it was coming up, but it was like a shock reminder. It's next week, and I'm like, oh shoot.
Right? Yeah.
That's like I didn't feel like it's been built up as well this one around.
No, it's tougher. It's tougher because I think Chris Eubank pulled out a lot of tricks in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot that you're like, he can't do that again. But hey. They can always have a good fight. That's what they could do.
True.
Somehow the fight is better than the first one. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't see how that happens. But now I will admit though too, you got to think like for some reason I don't get why boxing is doing it so badly. We've had like the second half of the year has been very, very slow. I don't know why we're deciding that now is the time we're going to go put 3 weekends back to back of notable fights, because we have this weekend with Vergil, we have next week with Eubank, and then we're going right into the November 22nd card. It's like, could we not have broken this up a little bit? Because now everyone's talking about all 3 of these fights. If we broke this up and gave us one of these fights, when we had like 2 or 3 weekends with nothing going on, would have been a little bit nice there.
Yeah, I agree, man. They're pushing the envelope for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes right into December because we got the Roach and Pitbull, and then we got the Riyadh season card. So yeah, it's gonna be a good end of the year. But hey, I think it's good for boxing, man.
Yeah, that's true. I just wish they broke it up a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree with you though. Like they should just spread it out.
Yeah, because September or August, September, October were outside of what the Boots fight you had, which wasn't even that good of a fight, but you had Bud and Canelo, which was huge. I mean, there's really been really, really dry in terms of like the fights that actually get people talking about it nationally. I mean, you had some good fights that boxing fans like Tellez and Abbas Barao was a good fight. Some of those come to mind, but generally speaking, in terms of ones that get the sport trending in the right direction, there was nothing.
No, it was pretty dead, but yeah, and that's the thing. You got to be a hardcore box fan to watch some of those fights too. Some of them I'm just not. I watch the playback, like the Ben Whitaker. I'm not even excited for that one. I'll probably watch the playback, but I like Ben.
I am
Whitaker.
so glad he's with Matchroom though. That's a perfect pairing right there.
Yep, he's definitely going to get the right exposure. I think Eddie will guide him the right way. Yeah, he's a perfect fit with them. You know, they're little trailers. Yeah. He's like he's got that personality, man.
Like he's got it, and it's so different, but he does have he has a chance to get to become that AJ type of level in a certain sense, just the branding in the UK basis. Obviously, he's not the heavyweight. I don't want to say that. It seems a little bit crazy to say it, but like in terms of with Eddie Hearn, Ben Whitaker, I feel like that he's got that vibe about him where it's like you got a true star growing in him.
Yeah, he's got the Ryan Garcia thing where he's got the big following. I like that better, yeah. But I think he has the opportunity to obviously harness it better than Ryan. He was a Olympian, by the way. I think he was a silver medalist.
Correct.
Yep. Yeah, he's silver medalist. So I mean, he already has a higher pedigree than Ryan Garcia does. So as long as he wins, it's a tough division, 175, man. David Benavidez, Bivol, Better BF. Like it's top heavy.
Second best one in my opinion right now.
Yeah, so it's tough division, but if he can make some noise there, I mean, yeah, he can be like AJ for sure.
And it could open up too. You got to think. I mean, Bivol Better BF is not the youngest guys in the world. Both guys are also rumored of moving up to the cruiserweight, and I think Benavidez. I wouldn't be shocked to see him at cruiserweight in the future either. So
yeah,
I mean, Whitaker still probably. He maybe could get it. I don't know. I'd say 2027 is more likely to get a world title type shot. Maybe back into next year with Eddie Hearn being there, but I'd say more so we're looking at 2027 for him. But if at that point, a lot of things could be moving pieces in that weight class.
Yeah, and then you look at 68, like the possible guys that can move up from there. The Christian and Billy, Diego Pacheco, Hamza Shiraz if he feels out. Yeah. I like Ben Whitaker, but he's another guy that's very young and they can move slow. Eddie can move him slow.
Right.
Like you said, just kind of wait those monsters out.
Yeah,
let him get a little older.
You're not putting him in the ring with those guys right now.
yeah, Benavidez and Better BF, those guys will crush him. But
who would you have winning out of those three guys? Obviously, I think we're gonna get Bivol Better BF first, but obviously, who do you have winning the trilogy?
Oof. It's gonna be tough, man. I think Bivol wins it. I don't know unless he had a bad recovery with his surgery. I think he wins, but I like Better BF. I think Better BF is a good fighter. I just think he's trying to. I think he changed trainers now. He's trying to add more footwork in. I think that might be too late.
Yeah,
in his career, he's almost 40. He's 40 or something 40, like that.
Yeah.
But oh shoot. Delante Johnson just dropped Flaz, man. Oh, dang. That don't look good. He's got to look at the rep, man. Oh, there's some time left in the round. Oh boy, yeah, he's saved. Wow. That was a big knockdown. But hey, Nicklaus Flaz, like I said, he's gonna keep coming though. That's just how he fights.
That's a good knockdown. He caught him real good there.
I don't know what happened, why he had his hands down that low there, but Delante Johnson did what he was supposed to do. My man WP said Ben has a new corner. Oh yeah, he's with Andy Lee, I think. I think Ben with Andy Lee waiting to see if they can get him focused more on boxing instead of being a magazine model. Hey, man, he's promoting, man. That's what you got to do. You got to find a happy balance, though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You can't be going too crazy with it. Find the happy balance. But shout out to everybody on X. Make sure y'all repost the stream. If you on YouTube, just smash the like button. My man Manuel, he says he got to 3-0 for Tiger Johnson. Well, that 10-8 round's gonna hurt Flaz a lot, but lots of time in the fight to make up. But Delante Johnson, he's looking good right now.
Yeah, he's looking real good.
I thought this fight would go the distance, but geez, he's looking like he's trying to stop it.
This is the best Tiger's looked in a while.
Yeah, it has, and I don't know if it's the coaching change. Maybe could be possible, or it could be the fight as well too. Like this is his biggest fight in my opinion, Nicklaus Flaz.
Oh, for sure.
So he could probably feeling that pressure, like he got to step up, show the people something. Yeah, man. So you like basketball, bro? So where you located at though?
I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, so West Coast, pretty
big
much.
AZ.
Southwest, yep.
Nice, man.
What part of Canada are you in?
Toronto, man. Toronto.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah, we love our sports teams. Raptors ain't been playing well, but
nah, that's a fact. You watched the World Series then?
Oh yeah, man. The whole country was watching the World Series. That broke our hearts, bro.
I'm sure.
We were getting ready
to
have
one
a big
heck of a
old
World
party.
Series, though.
Yeah. That was a fun World Series for sure. I think that was probably like one of the few times where I watched the whole 7 games, man.
Did you watch the 18-inning game?
Yeah, I was actually at work that night, so I was like in and out of it.
Because what time was that East Coast then? Because it got done midnight my time. It was like 3, right?
Yeah, it was like 3 in the morning when it was done. Yeah,
that's wild, man.
It was a long game, and shout out to the Dodgers, man. They got the win. There's there's a lot of plays in that game that probably haunted the Blue Jays, man. Sending Snyder home when you had Vladdy on deck, like But
I was shocked. I thought that was gonna be a pretty easy win for the Dodgers at first, but that ended up being like one of the best World Series we've had in a long time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think a lot of people thought the same thing. I saw a lot of that. People said sweep, and I was just like, nah, man. Like we've been playing from behind all year. These guys don't quit. They got no quit in them. So I hope they can bring the group back, but it's gonna be tough.
Oh, dang,
man. Delante Johnson is just teeing off on.
Oh, it's over. He ain't gonna let him fight.
Oh man. Oh boy.
No way they're letting him.
Yo, ref's crazy. No, he's gonna say he can't let him. Nah, he can't let him fight, man.
That man didn't know where he's at.
Holy, Delante Johnson with the stoppage.
Wow. I was wrong.
Yeah, no, I was wrong too because I thought it was gonna go decision.
No, that was impressive.
There and we didn't even get halfway almost. I think it was the 5th.
I think we're 4th, are we not?
Or maybe the 4th, yeah.
He's in bad shape.
Crazy. Yeah, man. Nicklaus Flaz took punishment.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Big win.
That's crazy.
Delante Johnson, man. What? Tiger versus Ryan Garcia? Nah, we don't need that, bro. Ryan Garcia, he's supposedly getting a fight against Mario Barrios, which is crazy.
What a fight. That's a statement win right there. That's like a career ultimate win for Tiger.
Yeah,
that changes everything.
To get a stoppage like that is awesome for him.
No, that's a statement win as he gets right there.
Yeah. Yep. Tiger looked like Triple G. Oh, he's saying great. Oh, great. Yeah, he did. No, he looked great, man. He did. He was like right from the start. He was landing his jab way too easy. I thought at least Flaz would pick up on that a bit, but no, he didn't, man.
Yeah, I'm shocked. That's
They got
way
beef,
better than I
Ryan. They
thought was
got
gonna happen.
history. Oh, they got beef since the amateurs. Oh, okay. But hey, Malcolm, like it's man, we gotta let Ryan Garcia get in the ring first because he hasn't been in the ring since the Rolly loss, man.
Yeah, somehow he's gonna fight for world title next, but
Yeah, this boxing's just cruel. Like you got actual dudes who are mandated in the positions and they not getting their shot. But Ryan Garcia, I don't even know if Ryan Garcia was ranked by the WBC. I don't know how that works. Like,
yeah, I don't. I
I
said
thought he
this:
was
if you
banned by the
sell
WBC.
tickets, they opened it up for him though.
Yeah, which is
His
crazy.
suspension magically disappeared right when they want to announce the fight.
Yeah, he's not even ranked in the WBC. Like that's weird, man.
Yeah,
They got
you
Pacquiao
can sell
number
tickets,
one.
I guess.
That's nasty work.
Yeah, I mean, I think I talked about it on my show a couple of days ago, but I think at the end of the day, when you have a situation like that, it just really comes down to can you sell tickets? And at 147, it's debatably the worst weight class. And if you're Mario Barrios, like, what else do you really have to do with right now? It's not a lot of great guys. I mean, there's not anyone that you're looking at right now. It's like, we know that guy's got to be world title shot right now. He's a
Yeah.
superstar in the budding. If you don't have that weight class, you have some of the worst champions in all boxing right now, 147. And so I think at that point, it's like a combination of all this stuff happening.
No, that's true, man. That's true. Like 147's kind of in shambles. Like when you got Manny Pacquiao coming back to save it, you know it's bad, man.
And somehow
it's
should have
bad.
won that fight.
That was bad. Like Barrios should have ended Pacquiao's career, but instead he let the old man hang around. Look good.
Somehow Lewis Crocker's a world champion.
Yeah, honestly, I thought Patty Donovan won both fights. Oh, he obviously got disqualified the first one. But even the second one, I thought he won, but it's just he had the knockdowns. I think he 2 knockdowns or something like that. But that was weird, man. That was a weird decision.
Yeah. Now that weight class is a mess right now. I mean, everything kind of hinges. I mean, the only thing that really makes sense right now I love is the Norman and Haney fight. And even that one, I don't know how it's going to go, but 147 is dead outside of that right now.
Rohan Polanco versus Tiger. Oh, that's an in-house fight.
I can see that one.
Top rank can make that one. That's a good fight
that TV
too.
deal.
Yep, that could be a main event for sure, or a co-main on a good card. That's a because Tiger's this is his biggest win, and Rohan quitting Randall's probably his biggest win, so he needs to do something. Shout out to Cam Bo or Cam 804 in the building. What's going on? He said Flaz was done starting round 1. That jab was hitting him too clean. Yeah, I did see that, man. But I thought he would pick it up and make the adjustments, but he did not. You know, Tiger Johnson, credit to him, man. He's obviously looked sharper in this fight than he did his last fight. So, credit to the team, credit to him for putting in the work. You know, I thought for sure this was going decision. That's a big win.
Yeah, I'm shocked. That's huge.
I don't know what the KO was, probably like plus 800 or something like that. It was probably big money because I don't think anybody pictured this fight getting stopped early.
No, that's what you call a statement win right there.
Yeah. Yeah, and Delante Johnson is going to be ranked in the WBO now. So, yeah, that puts him in line. Mr. Brian Norman Jr. at the moment, but see if that could be possibly Devin Haney. We'll see.
Who do you have winning that fight?
Man, I haven't picked yet. I gotta see them. I gotta see them face to face because, like, I feel like Devin, for whatever reason, starting to look bigger than Brian.
He's the biggest weight bully we've seen, and I'll be honest. I know people hate on it all, but that is a skill in today's world, and it works.
Hey, if you make the weight, you beating drained guys, man. But hey, he couldn't do it very long because he was looking really bad, especially the Lomachenko fight. Definitely telling. So you know it. And then 140, he only fought 2 fights there, I think. or maybe 3. No,
Yeah.
2, Regis and Ryan. And yeah, he couldn't do it, so he had to move up to 47.
True that.
Yeah, I agree, man. He's a big kid, Devin Haney.
Yeah. I
But
mean, if he gets the win and becomes world champ at 147, though, it's gonna be hard to keep hating on that man. Like his accolades for his age would be really impressive.
yeah, 26 and be what, 3 division champion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Undisputed. He said Ryan's pulling the Nestor, not picking who wins. Man, I'm waiting, bro. I'm waiting, yo. Ryan waits to the weigh in. Yeah, man. I gotta wait for the weigh-in, brother, because like I gotta see how Devin Haney looks. Cause like I saw some pictures of him and I'm like, bro, he look big. Like he looks bigger than Brian Norman Jr. And I'm like, yo, is he coming to take punches? Cause if so, that could be a different fight.
Yeah. That would be I can't imagine him doing that. I'd be shocked if he does that. That would not be my game plan if I were him.
Yeah. I know, but like we've seen it, like even Edgar Berlanga, he came in bigger against Canelo than he did against Hamza Shiraz because it looked like, he's getting ready to take some punches.
Right.
So we'll see with Dev, what he looks like. Brian Norman Jr., I know he's going to be in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Not worried about him. Both these guys are in their primes. Great athletes. They're ready to go, man. It's going to be an awesome fight.
True that. If Norman can win that fight, his star power is going to skyrocket because he's one of the funniest dudes in boxing right now, too. Like, if he can just get the spotlight and people know who he is, that's going to do wonders for his career.
No, and Brian Norman, like a lot of people can make the case he's probably going to be better for American boxing than Devin because, he'll fight the guys. I think Brian doesn't care. Like, he'll fight the who's. Whoever calls him out, he'll go and fight him. I'm not saying Dev doesn't do that because Dev's got a track record of, sending offers to guys and trying to get fights made. But I think Brian for sure, he's with the smoke.
Mm-hmm. Both guys get a lot of respect, though. They both have fought a lot of good dudes.
Yeah.
Top 6. Oof.
Yeah. My man said Haney gets in the pound for pound top 6 with the win over Norman. Ah, man. I mean, possibly. I can't put him at 6, though, because I think Bam is there right now.
Yeah, I don't see how he get. I mean, because right now you have the big 3, Usyk, Bud, and in a way, I don't care whatever you want to rank them at. Bivol, right outside of that. You got Bam in that group, and then I mean, you go after that, but I mean, you got Junto in the mix right there. You've got I don't know, have Canelo anymore, but you have Better Biev in the mix right there. Shakur still in the mix right there. Obviously, you could. Yeah. I think Haney could possibly pass Shakur in that situation. I guess you could make a case for it. I might be forgetting someone. I feel like I'm missing someone. Who am I forgetting?
Well, Benavidez is in there too. He's at number 9. Yeah, they got Saul in there, so I think Saul would move out.
Yeah.
Put David at the 10th spot, Shakur at the 9, and Dev at the 8 if he beats Brian. But it's a tough task, man.
He's in the top 10 for sure, yeah.
Man, WP said it can't wait for Norman Jr. versus Haney fight. It's a great USA boxing match. Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Roger that said Brian's packing Haney up. That's what you got him. You got him KO. KO. He said Haney. Oh, yeah, read that. Manuel says he still got his mouthpiece during the interview. Ooh, Tiger Johnson, you got his mouthpiece in? That's crazy.
That man was locked in.
Yeah, he had a good fight for sure. Good performance. It's Nicklaus Flaz. Look at Paulie Malignaggi. You still got the patch on, man. Like, clearly bare knuckle fighting was not worth it.
I saw that. That's crazy. I don't know why I came back for that.
Oh, man. Couldn't get in a boxing match, brother. Like, bare knuckle. That's just.
I hear they're paying well, though. I'm hearing that. So I don't know. If you need some money, I guess maybe, but.
I hope so. They better be paying well because some of these people's faces after the fight, I'm like, wow. Like, that's crazy. You probably have a bad concussion. Like, no way your head should be swollen like that. Oh, man. That was, wow. Shout out to Delante Johnson, man. That was a big win. I did not expect that.
Not in that fashion. I mean, after that, I didn't think he was going to win the fight, but that fashion's impressive.
Yeah, I think he's always looked better at 147 moving up. I think 140 he was squeezing down too much.
True that.
So he's starting to look good. And yeah, the power was carrying for sure. But like the Boa Chica fight, I just had to dismiss it because everybody that fights Boa Chica looks bad against him.
Right.
He just got a history of making good guys look bad.
That's true.
But that's all right, man. Oh boy, who else there? He said, "Yeah, poly is proof to stay away from bare knuckle boxing." Yeah, man, that stuff's wild, bro. Bare knuckle boxing. Zayas versus Abbas unification. Yeah, January 31st, I think it is.
Right.
That's gonna be in Puerto Rico, I think. So shout out to Top Rank for getting that fight done. I know Xander was pushing for it, and that's another thing. You know, Xander. The young guys in around the sport right now, they want to mix it up with the other champions. They want to make good fights. So I think those guys, Abdullah Mason, a lot of these other dudes, they're gonna make the sport really, really blow up because of the fights that they're gonna take.
True that.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, no, hats off to both Zayas and Bass Barral for that one, because two dudes,
Right.
both their first title defenses going for unification, and we don't see that too often in boxing. So I love that.
No, and that's something that Xander said he wanted. You know, I think they're trying to throw him the Santillion fight.
Yeah,
he's like,
he's
nah,
turn
man.
that thing down.
I want a boss. I want a champion, and I like to see that, man, because he's trying to be like his idols, Trinidad, Cotto, the other champions from Puerto Rico, Benitez. Like he's trying to be among those guys, so he's got to do the stuff that they did, win belts at a young age.
True that.
Okay, we got Roman Villa's back against Francisco Varane. A super welterweight. I like Varane. He's a tough fighter.
True.
He had that draw against Jahad Tucker in that like 13 by 13 ring. It was like so small.
That was wild, yeah.
And then Villa just he got stopped again. Like somebody stopped him in like the second round, I saw. After losing the boot. So I don't know how much Villa got in the tank.
True that. Now, who else?
Villa.
The co-main tomorrow is gonna be good though too. Who do you have in the DFG and Stevens fight?
Yeah, man, I got Darius winning. I think he had a good fight against Beck the Bully. I just thought his defense he was being too careless.
Yeah. And
letting Beck get a lot of easy shots. And I feel like that's what happened to him in that fight. But I think he'll be back. I think he'll get back to contention. I don't know if he'll ever be a champion, but I think he'll always be a tough out for people at the top for sure.
No, it should be a good fight. I have DFG winning that one too.
Nice. Yeah, because Stevens, he fought Beck the Bully as well, I'm pretty sure.
I believe so, yeah.
So I think Beck beat him, but yeah, that should be a good fight, man. What up, Z Pacino? You said Ricardo Salalis stopped Villa in that last Benavidez versus Morel undercard. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did see it, bro. It was like a quick knockout, too. Yeah. So, yeah, brother Z Pacino, you fighting tomorrow, man, on the AMI card? I know a lot of people fighting on that Border Wars card tomorrow.
What's going down this weekend?
There's a big community card. I don't know if you watched the Boxing Voice podcast.
Yeah.
They got a boxing event for like the community. A bunch of community members are fighting against each other, called Border Wars. So I think that goes down tomorrow on his YouTube channel. Okay. So a lot of the guys, some of them are in here tonight. Wish y'all luck, man. Tomorrow. Hope everybody gets home safe. Hope y'all have good fights, bro. Nobody get hurt, and go enjoy the night together. My man Birdman said the ProBox YouTube chat's going crazy about Tiger not taking his gloves off. Y'all need to stop with that, bro. Y'all think everybody loads their hand wraps? No, man. They get checked. The commissioner's watching while it's wrapped, and Nicklaus Flaz is supposed to send somebody from his team to watch as well. Like we learned from the whole Margarito situation, man. I don't know why people think that's cheap if you don't take your gloves off.
No, I think in today's world with all this betting scandal going on right now, I think everyone's suspicious of these sports going down, though.
Yeah, I get it, but it's like, man, we got
No, I don't think he did it for
rules.
benefit,
We
Yeah.
already got the rules. He said locked in, wait at 7 a.m. Oh, okay. I got the weigh in early in the morning. Jeez. See what time spot? Not for sure, Z. Can't wait to watch you fight, man. Roger that. He said West Coast time. I think the event starts 2 p.m. on the east, so that's probably what 3 hours behind on the west.
It's 2 hours behind right now, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. Should be a good little event for the day. Be interesting to see who gets the wins. But if you lose, man, just make sure y'all come back to the community. Don't run away. Don't run away. It's just amateur boxing, man. It's not like you guys are on TV and pay millions of dollars. There's no, I don't know. There's gonna be some trolls, but you know, it is what it is. There's always gonna be trolls. There's always gonna be somebody saying something. But shout out to ProBox, man. They've been doing well.
Mm-hmm.
They
At least they're giving us consistent cards.
Yep. All free cards. I like the Wednesday thing. They got away from it, but I liked it when it was on Wednesdays. Gave us something to do throughout the week. But I get it's probably tough to sell tickets.
True that.
On a Wednesday night. Like, who's gonna go? But hey, they had their own facility, so there probably wasn't a lot of overhead money, which is good for them. But
good point.
It made sense. Made sense. My man Birdman said, I'm gonna fire stick Border Wars. What are you doing that for? It's free on YouTube, man. Said fire stick. y'all doing too much, man. He said should be a great day for Border Wars. Yeah, WP, it should be, man. Hopefully everybody, weighs in okay. Hopefully you don't have no dropouts. But yeah, it should be good. Be a good event. Shout out to my guy Nesta Gibbs. Throwing that event down there in Atlanta. Awesome event, man. So what fight card are you looking forward to outside of November 22nd?
I said I love that samurai card. That's gonna be good. That's probably the one I'm most looking forward to be honest. But
yeah, that is a good one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we got a lot of them. Honestly, all the cards coming up look good. I mean, tomorrow's card's fine. It's obviously saw a couple of fights there, but no, the Chris Eubank fight will be a good one. The December 6th card is looking good, and they just announced that the one going down in Japan on December 17th too, going down. It's 2 world championship fights on that one. That's gonna be a good one too.
Yeah, that's the Inoue and what's his name?
Yeah, Nakatani or
Nakashi, the dude who fought Floyd.
Nashikawa.
Yeah, that's crazy. Floyd Mayweather fought that dude in the exhibition. Now he might be a world champ. Might be another champ Floyd fought.
Right.
Yeah, he does look good, man. He does look good.
How about you? Which one do you like the most?
Probably Roach and Cruz. Yeah, probably that one. I want to see how Roach looks against Isaac Cruz. Yo, it can go either way. He can do better than Tank Davis, or he can get stopped.
Good point.
So we'll see how that goes. And obviously, there's a big unification with Janabek and Lara.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a 3-weight or 3-belt champ after the end of that, and then Shockey and Cool Boy. Like those guys have been added back and forth for like months now. That fight was supposed to happen in like August, I think.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the rematch of Tank and Lamont.
Yeah. I mean, Z said y'all getting that new DAZN pay-per-view subscription. I don't know, man. I'm thinking about it, but
yeah,
I'm not excited about it, to be honest. He said I just want to see how Gentle look at 126. Well, we got to see him at 22 first, because I think he's gonna be there for a little 22. While. Biggest hand wrap cheater was Tito Trinidad. Oh, that's cap, bro. What are you talking about, man? Come on.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bro, stop that. Like, yo, Trinidad, he said. Yeah, it's 122. Yeah. Which is crazy. He was at 18. What's going on, Mars 6 in the building? He said, WP said once they started double checking Tito's hand wraps, he got beat up. You yo, Tito Trinidad, yo, he's one of those guys. He would always get dropped in a fight, but then he'd get up and be on you. But nah, I don't think he was cheating, bro. Like that's Trinidad, man. Nah, he wasn't cheating. So is Junto gonna fight anyway at catchweight? No.
For
Anyway,
all the belts.
yeah, anyways at 122 right now, Z. So I think Junto's next fight is I don't know who he's fighting, but he's fighting at 122 is his debut. And it kind of looks like, if anyway gets through Picasso, Junto gets through his guy, that'll be a fight next year in Japan. I don't even know where they're gonna do it. I gotta assume Japan.
It's gotta be Tokyo Dome. There's no
yeah,
way
it's gotta be Japan. You can't have those two
no way they
top
don't have that
guys
Tokyo Dome. Yeah.
from that country and fighting somewhere else, man.
Then again,
But
Turkey gets involved. You never know where he's gonna put stuff at.
Yeah. We're having fights outside Times Square. My man's talking about trying to get Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if you got the money, you want to make it happen, live out your childhood dreams. It is what it is, but
yeah.
he's paying the fighters right, so that's cool with me.
He said, seeing the landscape of the boxing scene right now, what is the biggest fight to make and see in 2026 any weight class? Biggest fight right now.
I say the biggest selling one is because heavyweights always would draw the most attention is Fury AJ at Wembley. Even though it's not the best or one that I want to see,
right,
it would be the most traction. Heavyweights always rule that. You have the most, those guys have been talked about for what, 10, 15 years now?
Yeah.
I just don't see that you're going to sell out almost 100,000 people. That probably would, in terms of biggest, not best, that's probably where that would line up. But that's internationally, I'd say in a way, Junto domestic would be massive as well. And then in America, it's not happening, but Shakur Tank, you could throw that right in there. Obviously, it's not happening though, but that would be huge. Though I think those would probably be the three biggest ones that would sell the most if you talk about the most in my eyes.
Nah, I agree, man. WP said, do your research. Nah, bro, like Tito Trinidad lost a step, man. Like, we're not gonna act like he didn't lose a step when he lost to Winky Wright and Roy Jones, man. He wasn't the same. It's just like I see Canelo right now. Canelo lost a step. Like, shout out to Bud. I'm not taking nothing away from Bud, but this is not the same Canelo that we watched fight Triple G, yo. Just isn't. I feel like that's when he was at his best. But he's lost a step. But Tito Trinidad, nah, I'm not. He ain't no cheater in my eyes. Y'all crazy, man.
Where do you think Canelo goes from here?
Probably Hamza Shiraz. That's probably where Turkey's gonna fight.
UK?
Yeah, probably UK fight, and then his last one will probably be at home, the Azteca.
Yeah,
and then I think he'll call it once that deal's done with Turk.
True.
Said since Bud ruined Hamza's money fight, who do you want to see him fight, man? Hamza Shiraz? Well, he want to fight Canelo, which is weird, bro, because Bud won. He didn't say he wanted to fight Bud, which I thought was weird.
I get it though.
Yeah, I get it though. Like Canelo's probably more money in that fight, but obviously I know people want to see, like Manuel saying, Canelo and Benavidez. But I think Hamza Shiraz, I still want to see him fight against like Mbili, the other guys in the division. I still think like he's not proven, man. Like Edgar Berlanga was never the best 168 pounder to me. So I think
we're going to see a weird thing at 168 though. Until Bud relinquishes the belts and goes to 160, I think everyone's just waiting because we all know it's happening. Because once the belts open up, everyone's going to get lined up for who they can go get the world title shots at.
Yep, I agree, man. So we might even end up seeing Hamza and Mbili for an eliminator against, probably I guess Canelo got to still be up there as number one. I don't know. We'll see though. He said Boots versus Bud. Yeah, that'd be a big one too. Boots and Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
Shout out to cool guys in the building. He said we dominated like always. 14 champions, the most in boxing. Mexico, all facts. Great ProBox card. Yeah, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Mexico too, man. We love Mexico over here, man. Mexicans, like y'all always got hella boxers, man. That's for sure.
Facts.
Shout out to Mexico. Said in Billy, yeah. That's the one I would like to see in Billy and Hamza Shiraz, but I don't know if they take it as and Billy's gonna be a tough customer for anybody because of the way he fought against Lester Martinez, man. Canelo fight Bruno Shiraz. Damn, what? Nah,
Yeah,
bro. You better not
no
do
way.
that. Y'all leave that. Yo, don't speak that into existence, man. We don't want to see that.
I like
And
those
Billy
right
versus
there.
Pacheco and Lester versus
I like
Berlanga.
those.
Ooh, y'all trying to get Berlanga killed, man. Berlanga's not ready for that Lester Martinez work. Oh, I think Berlanga's probably the guy who needs to take the Jake fight because it's a tune-up. He needs a tune-up, man.
Yeah.
Hamza Shiraz fight was bad. It's the Canelo versus Bud too, or
Bivol.
sorry, Bivol. Oh, obviously Canelo wants his get back, but I mean, I don't think it'll be
That
an
ain't gonna go
exciting
well.
fight.
He'd have to move to 175 for that to happen too.
Right. Yeah, he has to go back up because I don't think Bivol's coming back down.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I like those matchups. Yeah, Birdman, he said. Yeah, those matchups are good, Birdman. Iglesias is the future of 168. Yeah.
I like
That
him.
guy's good, man. He just needs he's gonna get an opportunity anyways. He's in position in the IBF. The IBF always gives their champs the opportunity. So I think for sure we'll see him in a fight. Probably like you said, when it goes vacant, we'll see him in a fight.
Right.
I think you're right, man, on the head with that. A lot of these guys will start to get busy once Terrence Crawford announces what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But
If
until
Buds
then,
does stay at 168, which I highly doubt, who'd you want to see him fight?
if he stayed there,
So I don't think there's a reason for him to do it, but
yeah, I think they're all like too. In my opinion, a lot of them are all just too young.
yeah.
I don't know if any of them present legacy right now.
Would you be
So
against the Canelo rematch?
I'd probably be the only one that tell him to do because I mean, and
Yeah.
Billy hasn't won a belt. Iglesias hasn't won a belt. You know, a lot of these other guys, Caleb Plants just lost to Resendiz, so
Yeah.
his stock is way down. Yeah, I would say Canelo rematch. Other than that, man, just go to 60.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
Yeah, it's just not much with those other guys. I mean, it said Manuel said Tio versus Hitchens, Russell versus Matias. Ooh, Russell Matias is a firefight.
Yeah, that'd be
Gary
fun.
Antoine. Oh man. He said research how Tito went after the William Joppy fight. After that fight, ever made sure that Tito's hands were wrapped. Okay, man, like I get that, but it's the same thing people say about anyway. Like when he in Japan, they do the what they call it, like the mummy wrap, where they double wrap their hands basically. And some people be saying he cheating, but it's like it's in their rules. It's in the, like Japanese rules, so like you can do it too if you want. So I don't know, man, what you talking about, but Tito not. I don't know, bro. I never heard Tito being cheat. 4 champs per division with no mandatory unified is nasty, man. What you talking about, man? And Billy versus Lester rematch.
Yeah, I heard that. I'd like to see
Yeah,
that.
that might happen. That might happen. I thought I saw that the WBC was trying to order it.
Right.
After the Jopi fight, everyone made sure to double check Tito's hand wraps, and he never won a fight again. You terrible, bro. Y'all terrible, bro. Yeah, because he went on to fight who? He fought Winky Wright, who's not a good fight for many people. Winky Wright beat a lot of people. Y'all sleeping on Winky.
Mhm.
And Roy Jones Jr., man, Hall of Famer. Y'all funny though. And then he got stopped by B-Hop. That same B-Hop, I'm pretty sure, stopped Oscar De La Hoya. So I don't know what y'all talking about, man. Y'all acting like Tito was stopping dudes or something, man. Z Pacino said, I wish people would hype Oscar Duarte as much as they did Matias. I think he could upset some guys at 140. Yeah, 140's got a lot of good like fighters there. Like you look at like I'm saying the champs, Tio, Hitchens, Matias, Russell. Those are
Mhm.
good four. And then you got Pollo, Oscar Duarte, Ernesto Mercado. Man, Sandor Martin. I think I'm
Yeah.
forgetting somebody else too. Like it's a deeper division. Oh, Pipo Cruz now and Roach, they both there now.
Mm-hmm.
On
They got a lot
40s.
of talent. They don't have a lot of big names though, outside of Tio. And Tio's
Yeah.
even he's an interesting name. But
Yep. My man said, who are some Canadian fighters we should look out for? Well, the WBC Grand Prix final at middleweight, the guy's Canadian, Derek Pomerleau.
yep,
He's in the final there. He's a good fighter. 160. We got Arthur Biersanov at 140. I think he's ranked number 9 in the WBC right now, 140. He just had that big fight against Sergey Lipinets last week. And who else we got, man, that I can say? Well, Wilkins Matthew, you guys got to see him last week as well. He's a good talent. Outside of that, contending,
Lucas
it's tough,
Body.
man. That Lucas Body, he said he's got something big going in the new year, hopefully. I think it's going to be the Floyd Schofield fight. I think they'll
Yep.
finally get that. You know, hopefully it's for the WBA title. That's what it should be for. Tank Davis should be stripped. And who else, man? Well, we got the women's side. We got a couple women. We got Tam Tebow. I know Amanda Gale was supposed to fight against Shanika Johnson on that Jake Paul Tank Davis undercard for undisputed. But yeah, we got a couple people coming up. Nothing crazy. He said Winky was my guy. Haiti took that Paul. Paul Williams was a bad man, yo. Paul
Mhm.
Williams. You know, Floyd Mayweather, a lot of people say duck Paul Williams. Roger that said, yeah, Duarte's not bad. Birdman said Tito Mercado versus Duarte would be a nice scrap. Yeah, it would be. Oh, yeah, Jermaine Ortiz, man. I forgot about
Yeah.
Jermaine Ortiz. He's also at 140. He said, did you hear Jermaine Ortiz manager on TBV saying Mercado team turned down the fight? Oh, damn, for real? Nah, that'd be a good fight for Tito. I think Ernesto Mercado needs a name like Jermaine Ortiz right now.
Steve
Claggett,
Claggett,
yep.
yeah.
Steve Claggett's from Canada, yep. And he's at 140, yep. Oh yeah, Frank Martin, yep. He's at 142 now, yeah. Yeah, and Keyshawn Davis, I forget about him. He's at 140.
That's a big one, yeah. If he can get everything settled out in his life, but yeah.
Yeah, I think 140 is like it's basically like 154. Just like we just don't know if those guys are gonna fight.
Right. It's brewing. It's got potential.
Yep. So Wilkins seems like he has the most potential. Yeah, Wilkins moves good, man. He's good. He said we need Martin versus Davis. Oh, Keyshawn and Frank. Yeah, that's been brewing for a long time. That's been in the news. We've seen them at the Earl and Crawford undercard. They were John back. You know, that's a build-up fight already. It's already built. They just got to make it. And then they can go back and show all the clips of them talking smack to each other, all the times they ran into each other. Yeah, that'd be good. Birdman said, hopefully they start moving Vargas. Oh, yeah, Emiliano's at 140. I forgot about that, too. He said the 140 coming up with the year, no more cab drivers. It is called turning down a fight when you get offered peanuts or turning down the offer. Yeah, we need substance. That's a fact, yo. We don't know what Jermaine Ortiz team offered, but you could always counter offer, right? You could always counter offer.
True.
He said, yeah, put Emiliano in the mix. Damn, I don't think he's ready for those guys we mentioned at 140, man. I don't think he's ready for Keyshawn Davis of the world and Frank Martins. Maybe, yeah, we'll give him another year, maybe. See how he does. But I think Top Rank, they do a great job of building guys up, so they know what they're doing with him.
That's a fact. No, I love what they do. I mean, I don't get why they can't get a TV deal in place right now, but they're still at least keeping guys active, more active than some of these promotional companies are. So you got to give them hats off for that one.
Yeah, I'm not I heard something along the line, like I guess ESPN thought they were stealing money from them, so they're basically putting an investigation together to bring Top Rank to court.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that's stopping the other networks from like, yo, let me see how this all works out before we bring you guys on board, or if Top Rank themselves can't go get a deal because of that,
I don't know that.
Legal binding. But we'll see what happens, though. I think for sure they I don't understand it either, because even if Top Rank came with not a legitimate superstar, they still have a catalog of like boxing. They still have like all the old Floyd fights, all the Muhammad Ali fights. They have that catalog that they could bring to any network and say, hey, you can have our classics for as long as we're here, and do a classic channel. And I guess there's so many fights on there, man.
True that.
So I think for sure, like, why would DAZN not be interested in something like that? Like Top Rank Classics even, or just bringing them on, man, because they need more USA subscribers as well. And I think you have Top Rank there. Why not at DAZN?
Yeah.
Everybody else is over there, essentially. But hey,
that's true. I wonder if Paramount would possibly get involved with them too, because I know they're obviously with TKO now.
Yeah, maybe. Even though it seems like Bob Arum's not really a Dana White guy, but you know Bob's not really running the show anymore. He's just traveling and enjoying the business now.
Yeah, right.
Said, who y'all got? Raymond Mulataya versus Andy Cruz. Ooh, I got Andy Cruz. Yeah. I think Andy Cruz. I think Andy Cruz is gonna win pretty comfortably too. I just think Raymond Mulataya, he kind of like his last fight too was like, I didn't like it, man.
He won, but yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah. I think that was against the guy who Adam Azim's supposed to fight, right? Abdullah. Yeah. So he should have probably like looked more dominant, and he made that fight. It wasn't like close to where I was like, man, maybe the other guy won, but I was like, it just didn't impress me, because I was like, bro, I thought you were supposed to look better than that.
Agree.
They want to see Top Rank books. Yeah, man. That's what the networks want to see, them books. Make sure. He said if Haney starts running, Norman better stand in the center of the ring and not move from there.
That would be funny. I could see him doing something like that too. He's a funny dude.
Yeah. He said, I got my feet up as we speak. I'll be off here in a few. Yeah, man. Go get your rest, bro. You got to be up early. Get your weighing in. Yeah, man. Yeah, brother, but I'm about to jump on off, man. You want to let the people know where they're gonna find you again?
For sure. First of all, appreciate you having me on, man. It's been an honor having me on the show, man.
No, it's my pleasure, man. Anytime I can get an opportunity to talk to anybody, gotta bring them out, man.
Appreciate that. But yeah, y'all can check me out though at Zach Schumaker Show. You guys check me on IG, X, TikTok, Facebook. I got all the platforms, YouTube as well. That's where my show always broadcasts off of. But yeah, it's just Zach Schumaker, ZACH. SCHUMAKER. You can check me out weekdays. I'm on live Monday through Friday, and then I also have different posts all throughout the week as well. But appreciate y'all for tuning in today.
No problem, man. Last one. You think we can get Mason versus Kid Austin next year? I think that's. I don't think so, because I think Mason will be a champ. Hopefully, if he beats Sam Noakes, I think you'll start seeing Mason chase other belts, man. Unless Kid Austin gets a belt, then.
You'd have to go to the WBA. I don't think it'll line up next year timeline. He'd go body most likely. Hopefully get that one for the eliminator, or get promoted full. I mean, if Tank gets stripped, they do body versus Kid Austin, the world champ. You could get it done by end of next year, but 2027 is more realistic in my eyes.
Yeah, I agree, man. But thanks to everybody for tuning in. I'm heading out, man. Peace.
Appreciate you, man. Talk to you soon, Ryan.
Talk to you soon, brother.
Yeah. What? I will slap you if you don't move this car. I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you. Okay.